Hi, it's LisaB, your local neighborhood realtor. And when you're buying and selling a home, those contracts can get very complicated. So I'm putting together a series of videos so that you can help better understand exactly what's going on in those contracts. If you find this information valuable, go ahead, hit the like button, show us a little love, and hit the subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment, and we really appreciate all of your support as we're building this channel. So today we're going to be talking about contingencies and what exactly they are and how they affect the transaction when you're purchasing a home. So when you write an offer, there are usually two main contingencies written into that contract. The first one being the inspection contingency. What the inspection contingency means is that you are agreeing to purchase the home if the house passes inspection. Normally, when you walk through a home, you might be there for 20, 30 minutes, and then you're going to be writing a contract on that. And so you don't really have the time to go through the whole house and find out, are there any hidden issues? So the inspection contingency protects the buyer and allows you a second time to go back through the house and look if there's any kind of foundation issues, structural issues, potentially mold, things of that nature. And if you find those things, there's a number of ways that you can go about handling this. So the first way is you can ask the seller to pay for those problems that you might find. The second way is you could offer to pay for them. In a competitive market, you might need to offer to do that. The third way is that you guys could meet somewhere in the middle and come to an agreement. Now, the fourth way is if you can't come to an agreement during this inspection period, you can walk away from the property and you will get your earnest money deposit back. Now, the second type of contingency is the appraisal contingency. So with the appraisal contingency, that only takes into effect if you as the buyer are using a lender. If you're purchasing a home with cash, it's basically irrelevant. Now you can still pay for an appraisal if you'd like, but the only reason an appraisal contingency is even on there is because the bank wants to know how much the value of the property is so they can determine how much they're going to loan you. So let's just say you've gotten a pre-approval for $400,000. And you go out and you find a home that is at $350,000, okay? And you want to write an offer, a competitive offer at $380,000. Well, they want to know if that house is going to appraise at $380,000 or $350,000 because that's the only amount that the bank is going to loan. So with the appraisal contingencies, that is really there to protect the banks and help them decide whether or not they're going to loan you the money based on the appraised value of the house. So when you get an appraisal, if the house appraises, great, we're off to the races, and the next step is going to be getting a clear to close on the home. If the house does not appraise, a number of things can happen. You as the buyer can offer to come up with the difference in cash. The seller can agree to reduce the sale price. You can meet somewhere in the middle, or you may be able to decide to just walk away from the property and still get your earnest money deposit back. So both of these contingencies are set in place to protect you as the buyer as you're going through this process. Once these contingencies are released, if there are no other contingencies written into the contract, then we're clear to move forward to the next steps. And you as the buyer are going to finish the underwriting process. The title company will clear the title. We're waiting for an official clear to close. Then we're going to meet for closing day, sign those contracts, and the most important thing, you get the keys to your home. So I hope that explains exactly what contingencies are, how they affect the transaction. And if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment or give me a call.